Hello everybody! So as you can tell, I am not at home. I am actually in Hawaii. My husband and I are in Hawaii for the next 4 or 5 days. We're on vacation away from our kids, which is super exciting. We miss them so much, but we're enjoying some great quality time with just the two of us. We're also here with a couple of our friends. So it's kind of nice to have another couple here to do things with. So we are actually getting ready to go drive an hour and a half. We're gonna eat breakfast and then we're gonna go on a helicopter ride over the flowing lava. So I am super excited and I'm going to take you guys along for the journey. So we left the hotel and made the hour and a half drive down to Hilo. We decided to take the scenic route because we knew that there'd be tons of stuff to see and do on the way, and we wanted to make the most out of our day trip to Hilo. We pulled off the road a few times to explore, and there were tons of really awesome paths along rivers and creeks, and we even saw a few waterfalls. It is insane how the natural beauty of this island really comes to life, especially once you get into the more lush regions of the island. We stopped for lunch in Hilo at a restaurant that ended up being closed, but we're really glad that we stopped because in the parking lot there were actually a few guys who were harvesting coconuts from the palm trees around the restaurant, and one of them offered all 4 of us coconuts for free, and it was so crazy because the guy was able to open the coconuts using his elbows. It was seriously insane.
Whoa! That's so crazy!
That's awesome. Looks like you done it in time.
Your
for
poor
6.
elbows.
This one's bad.
Yeah.
Only because I had to impress a couple people. But yeah, you got one.
Thank you. Wow.
And then we got to watch him open the coconuts with a machete, which is really also very cool.
That is so impressive.
That is awesome.
All right, cheers, guys. Cheers.
By the time we were done with lunch, we were getting pretty close to the time that we needed to be at the airport in order to do our helicopter tour. So we got to the airport, checked in, talked to the tour guide, and like found out all the rules, and then we made our way onto the tarmac so we could get onto our helicopter. We each boarded the helicopter one by one. Our tour that we paid for was supposed to have the doors on the helicopter, and they're all just like clear glass doors so you can still see through them, so it's not like anything is obstructing your view at all. So we took off from the ground, which is really, really fun, very exciting. This is my first time ever going in a helicopter, and it was a great experience. But once we got into the air, I noticed that my door was becoming unlatched. So the door was not secure all the way. So the pilot asked what we wanted to do, and he actually ended up making the executive decision to land back on the ground to have somebody look at the door to make sure it was latched all the way. So once we landed and the girl who worked there got the door latched back up, we took off again, and the same thing happened. My door became unlatched. So we decided to land back on the ground again, and they decided to give us a free upgrade of having the doors taken off the helicopters so that it was just gonna be like an open air helicopter tour. We said okay, that was fine. We still really wanted to do the helicopter tour. So for a third and final time, we took off in the helicopter. Seeing the island from that like vantage point was just fantastic. It was so beautiful, and it was really interesting to fly over all of the craters and the volcanoes and see just how big in the scale of these incredible structures. So we flew over the first crater, and we were actually a little bit disappointed to see that there was no more flowing lava at this time in Hawaii. Apparently lava had stopped flowing about 9 months ago, and so we missed it just by a little window. It had been flowing for like 30 or 40 years on the big island, so we were bummed to not be able to see the magma in action, but it left behind some really, really cool lava rock that was very fresh, and you can even see the ripples that the lava left on the ground.
On this part of Waikoloa, with about 20 to 25,000 years ago. Where just out ahead of us, the best part of Kilauea, it was just 350 years ago.
After the helicopter tour, we talked to the people who worked at the airport and the pilot, and we went along with some of their suggestions of what we should do in Hilo and around that area before we went back to the hotel. And they both suggested that we go to a waterfall. So we made the drive over to the waterfall. It was about 20 minutes. And then we hiked down, and it was so beautiful. It was a very short hike, maybe about 30 minutes, but it was well worth it. So that was our first full day in Hawaii, and it was such an amazing, amazing experience going up in the helicopter, seeing the waterfalls and all the natural beauty of the state. It was so much fun. The four of us just loved the experience, and we are super excited for what the rest of our vacation brings us. As you can see, I'm still in Hawaii, so I will be posting more videos about all the different adventures we're having here. So I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye.